it is again Monday morning, yay! I so love and so look forward to coming here every Monday morning and having a bit of a chat with you guys. So if you're here live with me, then please say hi or type in your questions and let me know where you're from, and or even if you're watching this on a replay, I'm still going to be here and reading the comments. I really love the way we can connect with people from all around the world, everyone on the same kind of journey. You know, this group is specific on thriving, as you know. I like to think of healing kind of in 4 stages, which is very broad, I know. But you know, we have the kind of crisis stage where we really need some professional help. Perhaps you need some hospital, you're in hospital, out of hospital, you know, you have the outpatient services, depending on which kind of country you're from. So we really need some professional help there. But we have the wobbly kind of phase where we kind of surviving, we're in a survival mode, and then we're going to go into the thriving, like Pete Walker's book, you know, going from surviving to thriving. And then obviously there's a level beyond thriving as well, where we're just feeling super grounded and confident in our body and safe to be ourselves, safe to express and speak our truth and stuff. Have that harmonious kind of feel. So there's kind of stages, but I really want to highlight this because this group is about thriving. So I highly encourage you guys to share your insights, your breakthroughs, your ahas, your little shift, because we can all learn from each other and we can help each other to celebrate that. Okay, because it does take so much work, you know, to put in some put the habits and the routines in place, because it doesn't just magically happen that our brain rewires. It is the tiny little actions that make that happen. Okay, so we want to celebrate that together. So anyway, I just wanted to say that, and thank you for sharing that, because it really always lightens up my day. Reading you guys' stories, your insights, and so, but obviously you can also ask questions. Okay, that we don't just want to pretend that everything's always good and we're always winning and we're always making progress. Okay, no, there's also times where we might go back to that wobbly kind of phase of, oh, I don't know what's happening, you know, I've been doing this for so long, this practice, and it's really helped me, but it's not working anymore. Then please post that as well and ask and see, so we can help each other out there and keep those sparks of hope going for ourselves. Okay, because it can be very a lonely journey if we're doing it by ourselves. So this is what the group is for. But today I wanted to talk about intention in a sense of how do we use intention to help us get kind of make that mental clutter a little bit less. Okay, I don't know whether I explained this very well just now, but you know how we have this mental that busyness, that chaos, or we're feeling quite overwhelmed, and that sense I am forgetting things, or you ever had that thought? It's like I was meant to do something today, but I can't remember what it was, you know, and because there's so much happening in our lives. Okay, so I always help there's a thing that I work a lot on with my one-on-one clients, to become very intentional with the things that we get engaged in. So I had a conversation with my friend yesterday about emails, okay? And even with emails, have you ever signed up for something and then you get bombarded with a gazillion emails, literally like every hour before the event you get an email, oh, we're about to start. And I don't know about you, but I get actually really annoyed by this, you know, even knowing I might struggle to remember, but without help, okay, I just want to point that out, we can put things in place. But to me, that gets irritating. This is clutter in my inbox for me. So I don't like receiving it. That's why I don't send out those kind of reminders for my events either. So some people say, oh, you didn't send out a reminder for the 4 agreements event the other day. This is why I announce it, and I fully trust in you that you are a capable person. If this is an event that you really want to show up in, that you can add this to your calendar, that you can set a reminder on your phone. You know, we've got all with this technology these days. It's amazing, the apps and tools that are available to help us remind ourselves to get organized. And I had to do a lot of work there, because I have kind of an ADHD kind of brain that gets really messy, and it's being organized is really difficult for me. Okay, but like I said, I believe in you, and in a way, when people send me that many email reminders, it's almost telling me that they don't think that I'm a capable person to do that myself, you know. Or it's, to me, I like to empower myself and take that back and believe, I don't know, that to me that this is, because I'm so intentional about what I sign up with. Okay, that's the next point I want to move into. To when we see things online that we want to engage in, or when you hear about a book that you want to read, or a YouTube video, all those things that they add to our mental clutter. Okay, there's a lot of other things as well, but I just want to focus on this today. Obviously, there's all our past and other events and things, but today I just wanted to focus on the clutter that we can create by us really working hard on our healing, and sometimes almost overdoing it. And that's what I did. Okay, so I'm talking, I'm sharing this with you in the hope that this doesn't happen to you. So I learned that I needed to be very intentional about what I'm focusing on. And you might have heard me to say it before, and I say it over and over again, but I always had an intention or a theme for each month that I focus on. So if this month my focus is confidence, and if I see something really interesting, this person is talking about, there's a mindfulness course, or organizational skills, you know, things that I actually needed as well. But this is clutter. This month I'm focusing on confidence. Okay, if I let myself get scattered like this and get engaged in so many different things, then I'm robbing myself of creating some progress in one area, and that felt sense of progress, that I'm moving forward, that I'm enhancing whatever skill that it is that I'm working on, and trusting that, you know, there's a fear of that, or that FOMO, that fear of missing out, that this won't be there, I will never find this course again. These courses are here all the time. Those YouTube videos are always there. The books, you know, it's like going into a library and you just randomly go in all sections taking books. You don't. You usually go in there and you have a clear intention. It's either you want to get a fiction book, or a cooking book, or, you know, or whatever it is that you go in there, you look for something specific and you ignore all the other books. You're not going through the history section. Okay, if you want to have a cooking book sort of thing. It's it's harder to do in the digital world, but when we become more aware of that, we can remind ourselves, oh, okay, I got distracted. I've been watching whatever video on a different topic, but let me come back to right here, right now. I'm focusing this month on confidence. So what is an action? What is some book or video or whatever it is, or workshop or course that I can do to help me get better there, to help have that sense of achievement there, to get myself more clarity and removing some of that clutter. I hope that makes sense there, because it's so important that we have that sense of progress. Okay, especially when we're kind of still in that wobbly phase I said earlier, you know, when we're not in the not in crisis, but in sliding back into that survival mode. And that is when it's important that we have experiences, or that we focus on that progress. As, oh, last month, you know, even write yourself a list of all the wins. I always do journaling. Okay, journaling is huge there, because it really, when we're writing it out, to all the little, what might feel like little wins, but it helps having it written there. It helps us shift the focus from always just looking on our flaws or our shortcomings, or where we wish we would do better or would have things differently, but bringing it back and say, hey, I'm doing great here. I am making progress, and journaling's always helped me there. But back on topic, on intention, it can help with intentions as well. Because if you have it on the journal, sometimes I do write it on the journal first thing in the morning, not on the reflection, but first thing in the morning, the theme, that what am I working on this month. I always state that first up again, because it helps me bringing it back. Okay, fresh day. what is my intention, what is my focus, where do I engage in, so what kind of books am I going to read, what am I doing, and not always allow time for just being you, just being free, just having fun, playing. We don't always have to work on our healing, or we're good enough as we are. We're acceptable. You're lovable just the way you are right now. And to work on something, for example, like I said, confidence. Yes, we can improve the skills, but we don't have to. It's a choice, and if you're kind of a bit of a driven, determined person like I am, we always kind of try to tweak and get better at things. But we have to remind ourselves that we're good enough as we are right now, so we don't have to. It's okay to just have some fun time with friends as well. We don't have to do every single course and read every book and participate in everything. We just want to pick a selected few and concentrate on them and really get things out of it. Because if I sit down and I watch a video, I am focused. If I can't focus, then I go and do something else. Okay, so that's just a few tips on how we can use being intentional to help us get a little bit less clutter in our brain. I know we have clutter. People talk about decluttering the house and things like that, and that can feel good too, to have that. But often it's the clutter that I feel like that I have in my mind that really slows me down, that makes me feel overwhelmed or agitated, or makes me feel like I'm forgetting things. So I'll try to work on that as for myself as well, and with my clients. Okay, it's quite a human thing, because we are bombarded with things online constantly. So this is really something most people have to consciously work on and pay attention to do not get flooded with stuff there. So thank you so much for being here, and as always, sending you lots and lots of love and rainbows to brighten up the tough times just a little. See ya, bye.